Read a poem. A later poem by Joseph Evaldi from the book Apparitions of a Warrior. It can be found on Amazon Kindle. I'm gonna read this poem called The Warrior's Code. Warriors keep going even if they don't want to move. They are there for each other when the going gets tough. Warriors are the true Iron Men. Not everyone can be a hero, a warrior. A warrior is a hero, but they endure more in life. Their life is a journey. They are trained by other life masters along the way. Warriors are people who fight for a cause. Warriors don't necessarily have to be good or bad. All the men who gave their lives in war are warriors. All people who fought for freedom are warriors. Warriors can fight violently or peacefully. Warriors fight against fear every day. It is in this battle they find the true warrior inside. This is the warrior's code. A warrior lives, dies, and fights for a purpose. Nothing can change that from a warrior in life's struggle. That was Slow-Mo Joe. And that was from me, my book, Apparitions of a Warrior by Joseph Evaldi. Yes, we had many things on the podcast tonight. It was a full packed show. We had Joe Vexter talking about a birth at Chick-fil-A and an untimely death of a dog. Our sympathies. We had Joe Macho talk about professional wrestling and his 3 favorite title changes, and discussing a little bit a piece of what would be discussed in Jobber's Pit. Also, we've had Slow-Mo Joe talk about the Warrior's Code. Now, next podcast, we're in a process of discussing about an upcoming show. We don't know the name of the show yet. We have a few shows on the network. One show I know will deal with mental health things on special needs, about the importance of nursing, motivational, where to go for resources or ideas, stuff on coping skills. It's a podcast based to assist people with mental health issues. Yes. And you know what? In my network, I have other hosts of other shows on the network, but on this special podcast, I, as Joseph Evaldi, am going to be the host of that podcast. There's reasons why. That the owner of this network is going to be the host, but should be a good show, and we're going to have our guests talking about it, and I'm going to invite a few professionals in the field, hopefully, to discuss different aspects of the field to get a better idea. Now, as many have known my history from my blogs, my podcasts, whatever, I made it open that I went through a lot of issues in the past, but you know what? That's not just me. Everyone goes through issues. I'm not better than anyone else, and I realize that. And they're not better than me too, from wherever they went through. It's like we're all in the same boat, and we need to help each other. In this podcast, it's going to discuss a little bit about that. We have issues, many issues, and we need to discuss a lot of topics. Now, I'm going to wrap it up. Maybe next podcast, I'm going to invite you to guest on who can discuss about that. But we shall see. This has been the Joseph Evaldi Podcast. Have a good night or afternoon. I'm going off the air.